Prince William and Princess Kate have quietly made a strategic hire that has sparked widespread discussion across royal circles, media outlets, and public opinion. The addition of crisis communications expert to their official team at Kensington Palace. At first glance, the move might seem unusual. After all, the Prince and Princess of Wales are often seen as calm, composed figures representing stability and continuity within the royal family. Yet this decision reflects a far deeper and more calculated response to the unique media challenges and public scrutiny the monarchy has faced in recent years. The new communication professional, Liza Ravenscroft, brings with her a long career in crisis management and high-stakes public relations. Traditionally, such experts are engaged only when a major controversy erupts or when an organization faces significant reputational risk. But in this case, Kensington Palace insists that her role is not strictly crisis-driven. Instead, the palace describes her position as part of a broader strategy to sharpen daily media engagement and to ensure consistent, carefully shaped communication with the public and press. Still, the timing and background of the hire have raised eyebrows. The royal family has weathered a series of high-profile shocks and sustained media attention over the past few years. These include ongoing fallout from scandals involving close family members, the health struggles of senior royals, and intense speculation about internal dynamics within the monarchy. Even routine announcements have been met with heightened scrutiny and, sometimes, criticism in both mainstream news outlets and social media. In such an environment, the value of seasoned communications expertise, particularly someone adept at managing reputational risk, becomes clear. What makes this hire particularly striking is the contrast between the official description of the role and the actual expertise the new team member brings. Although Kensington Palace has stated that the expert will focus on regular press operations and messaging, her professional history centers largely on helping major organizations navigate turbulent periods and manage sensitive or potentially damaging narratives. This background suggests that William and Kate are not just reinforcing routine media operations. They are building a team that can proactively anticipate and respond to issues before they escalate. There are several reasons why this makes strategic sense. First, the royal family's public image is itself a form of national soft power. It shapes public perception not only in the United Kingdom but around the world. Positive media coverage helps sustain interest, respect, and engagement with the monarchy. Negative coverage can undermine its relevance and authority. In a media environment where every gesture, statement, and photograph can be dissected instantly online, having a professional who understands how to navigate complex media landscapes is invaluable. Second, the monarchy is on the cusp of transition, with the reigning monarch advancing in age and undergoing health treatment. Attention has increasingly shifted toward the future role of Prince William and Princess Kate. As future king and queen consort, they are expected to represent continuity and dignity, while also appealing to modern audiences. That balancing act requires careful messaging and an ability to respond adeptly to both praise and criticism. A crisis-savvy communications expert can help ensure that the couple's public narrative remains resilient and positive, even when challenges arise. Another layer of complexity comes from behind-the-scenes tensions and expectations within the royal family structure itself. Royal watchers have noted that ongoing controversies involving other members of the family have a way of spilling into public discourse about William and Kate, even when they are unrelated. In such a climate, having someone who can help frame the couple's narrative and potentially insulate them from external disruptions becomes more than a luxury. It becomes a form of defense against misinterpretation and narrative drift. To many observers, the move also signals a shift in how the future king and queen are preparing for their eventual roles. Rather than waiting until a crisis emerges and then reacting, William and Kate appear to be preparing their communication strategy proactively. By hiring someone with deep experience in managing reputational risk, they can unify their message, anticipate potential pitfalls, and present a cohesive public image that aligns with their long-term goals. Whether addressing everyday engagements or responding to unfolding news cycles, their communications arm will be geared toward consistency and strategic foresight. Public reaction to the hire has been mixed. Some commentators see it as a smart and forward-looking decision that acknowledges the realities of modern media. They argue that even the most composed and well-intentioned public figures benefit from expert counsel, when messages are amplified instantaneously across platforms. On this view, the hire reflects maturity and adaptability. It acknowledges that the monarchy operates in a media ecosystem vastly different from even a decade ago. Others, however, have interpreted the move more skeptically. Critics suggest that bringing on a crisis specialist hints at an underlying lack of confidence in the couple's existing communication strategy. They contend that excess management of public perception can come across as strategized rather than authentic, potentially fostering the very distrust such a hire aims to counteract. Some even posit that this could signal anticipation of future controversies or internal challenges not yet visible to the public. There are also those who connect the hire to broader royal family politics. In a media landscape still abuzz with speculation about other senior royals and internal dynamics, some observers believe that the timing of this appointment is not coincidental. Instead, they see it as a maneuver to recalibrate the narrative surrounding William and Kate, particularly as their public roles grow and as comparisons with other high-profile royal figureheads intensify. Even if such interpretations are conjectural, they reveal the depth of public interest in how royals manage their image. The monarchy is not just an institution of tradition and ceremony. It is also deeply embedded in the public imagination. As such, every strategic decision, including the hiring of communications staff, becomes a subject of analysis, conjecture, and debate. The broader takeaway from this development is that the role of public relations in public life, especially for figures as prominent as the Prince and Princess of Wales, is increasingly sophisticated. Crisis management is no longer just about damage control after a scandal. It encompasses proactive planning, narrative shaping, audience engagement, and media strategy. In many ways, it reflects the intersection of traditional roles with contemporary expectations about transparency, media savvy, and public engagement. For William and Kate, the goal appears to be clear: to build a communications framework that supports their vision for the future monarchy, safeguards their reputation, and equips them to handle the unpredictable nature of public life.